Alright everybody, welcome to round 3. I think it's questionable since we can only play one of our cards, but I'm going to keep it. We're on the play, or on the draw, I mean, so we'll give it a go. He mulliganed to 5, so that's good for us, I suppose. Well, I know that's good for us. I guess Beck and Call has draw every game, so that's a good card. It's really, like I said, more of a 6-drop. I guess you could play Beck and then find a way to get out a whole bunch of creatures. Okay, so we're not going to be doing a whole lot of beatdowns anytime soon. And because of that, I'm just going to play the Guildgate now instead of the Syndic. The Syndic's not getting through, so might as well have some mana open up to us. Plus we can play Flex Mage into Syndic, or probably let's play Vassal Skull actually, so we can start attacking. Apparently Simic colors were not the way to go. Field Oculus isn't bad either. Yeah, we're actually going to just run out the Vassal Soul so that we have some attacks. Okay. So I think the play here is pretty clearly a Frilled Oculus and leave it back so it can block a Corrosive Monitor. And if we're up against tricks, we're up against tricks. It does require to leave some mana open, but you know, them's the breaks. An attack clearly means some sort of trick, but I think I have to bait it out of him anyway. I mean, I can't take 3 a turn just sitting around. If I draw a card, I can play a Void Wielder. The Frilled Oculus isn't going to be getting in for attacks anytime soon, so yeah. That's worse than just a normal trick, because now his guy's a 4/4. 4/4 trample. That means that a Void Wielder doesn't stop him, but a Rust Scarab would. But my Frilled Oculus doesn't die, so you know, could be worse. He can still block a Dredge Beetle, I suppose. I mean, of course I'd like my Simic Flux Mage to get online and start getting some value in for me, but I think the Rust Scarab has to get out there and try to block. If I get another attack, then we're probably up against. Then we're probably gonna be in trouble if the Rust Scarab doesn't do much. I guess I probably should have played Void Wielder. No, I think that's fine. I think I'm going to play Void Wielder now to knock that guy back down to a 3/3. And the 4/5 might have been able to just to stop that attack completely anyway, but I kind of want to keep that guy around. And I'd kind of like to get my Syndic of Tithes and Simic Flux Mage online without taking 4 a turn. Okay. That's not too scary, I would say. Oh, that's good too. Oh, that's a tough one. Well, we're gonna get in with this guy. I would say because we're at 20 and we're not up against it yet, these guys aren't going to do a ton right away. I mean, I'm going to have to take 3 this turn, but I think, yeah, I think I want to play Urban Evolution right now. And if I get attacked with a Rhino, I get attacked with a Rhino, but now we probably are going to wait to play Beck and Call, since we have so many plays. Interesting. I mean, if you have a trick, I don't know why you don't attack with the Rhino, too. I mean, what can we be up against? +3, +2 on the Slaughterhorn, I guess? Huh. I mean, whatever trick it is, it's gonna... We're gonna see it, I guess. Maybe we'd rather do that with the Oculus. We're probably not going to be able to pump it to 3.5 anytime real soon. No, I think keeping the 3.5 around is better. 3.5 possible since he's got a 3.3 guy. Okay, so he was just bluffing, I guess. I almost double blocked, and maybe he was hoping I would double block. Alright, we're at 7. Although right now, drawing 4 cards, we need to empty our hand first. So, I think that's what we're going to do. First of all, let's get in with our flyer. And then I think we're going to play, make sure we don't screw up our mana. I do want the Windrake out there because I want to be able to attack. So I think we're going to go Flux Mage into Windrake, I think. Although, if we go Flux Mage into Syndic, we can still leave open Frilled Oculus pump mana. How aggressive do we want to be? If we play a flyer, we've got him on a 3-turn clock. Yeah, I think that's better, and I'll just double block here. Well, that only works if he doesn't pump his guy up. Let's see. What do we want to do? I mean, if I play a Windrake, then I can offer a trade if he just attacks it straight across. I also have Common Bond. Alright, I think I'm just gonna play the Windrake. And might even play a Common Bond on my guys. I haven't seen anything yet I haven't seen any removal yet, which we probably would have baited out by now, and I haven't seen any flyers, and if he has neither of those, I mean, he could be playing like white or something too, but If I common bond my guys, then it's on a 2-turn clock. Especially if I play a Syndic of Ties, then he's on... I guess I can't play Syndic and a common bond, so I only have 1 plains. See what we draw. If we draw a land, we might play Beck and Call. I assume if he had a counter spell, he probably would have used it even on like a Windrake or a Simic Flux Mage, because he can't take too much damage in the air, really. Alright, I'll pause while he thinks. Alright, so he's void walking his Phantasm. I'm not really sure. I guess so he can keep evolving this guy. Yeah, that must be the reason. It's an interesting play. Okay, so I mean he could have the +3/+2 or a Giant Growth 5/5. I mean I can only block 4 powers worth. I don't mind him holding back though. In fact, I'm just going to block again with the Void Wielder. I don't need to worry about double blocking with the Frilled Oculus. Like, he's probably trying to get me to do that so that he can scavenge if he draws a land or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. But I'm not going to like let my guy die. So alright, well that's actually not that bad of a draw. So we're definitely going to fly in for 4. In fact, I think I am going to play that common bond on these guys right now. I haven't seen any kind of removal and no way to stop flyers. So, let's see. What are we going to play after this? We're going to have 4 mana open. A Syndic and a Murmuring Phantasm. I think that's what we're going to do. And make sure we do this right. So I think we should just win in the air next turn, but you never know. Could be some sort of removal or some way to stop a flyer, but it looks pretty good. Especially with the Syndicate Tithes out there, even without getting in. With both my guys, it's going to be hard for him to do anything about that. I'm not really sure what the attack with just a Dredge Beetle, like I'm not sure what he's going for there. But, okay. I mean, we're going to take some damage here. For sure. But we'll block here. We'll block here. I don't think there's anything in blue-green that gives all your creatures +1/+1. A Simic Charm? Maybe does something like that. I don't even really remember, to be honest. Actually, I'm not going to block the Rhino. I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that we don't die right now. I don't want to take all the damage from this guy. Alright, well, worst comes to worst, we can play Beck and Call. But let's see what happens when we try to swing in here. I guess what could we be up against? Aetherize? Aetherize maybe? I mean, we're about to have a whole team anyway. I guess in case he has a way to bounce one guy, maybe I should attack with an extra guy. I mean, I'd have to attack with extra ground. Yeah, we're just going to attack with those guys. I'm going to play it safe here. Alright. So he just wanted to make me do it. I don't blame him. I make people do it as well. But yeah, if I attack with all my ground guys, we're in trouble. So I didn't want to do that. Anything here? Cancel. I didn't see anything super sick in there. Soul Tithe. That maybe's okay. Debtors. Yeah, I don't really see anything in there that worth bringing in. So we'll go to game 2. Okay. No green, but no green cards in the hand yet, so I think that's fine. We'll just go ahead and keep them. We do got a Deputy of Acquittals, so we got something we can play, and an Agoraphobia. Alright, well, if I was going to draw a 5th land, Forest would be the one I would want. So his deck didn't seem that fast. Neither is ours. But, alright, well, we'll drop an island out there and we'll just have a Deputy of Acquittals flash in at the end of his turn, probably. I think both halves of this are fine. I use the Serve. I think Protect is better, but as you saw, we used the Serve part the other game and it was fine. Actually, ambushing that's probably not that terrible. But I think with the trick in hand, I think it's worth just playing the Deputy of Acquittals. And I will offer the trade. My guy is done doing his trickiness, unless I play another Deputy of Acquittals, so yeah. I think the Crawl Warrior is a pretty good creature, actually. We know he's got at least the +1/+1 trick. Didn't really see a whole lot of Blood Rush or anything in there. In fact, I don't think we saw any Blood Rush in there, but I don't. If he attacks here, I think I'd probably take it because I want to play Urban Evolution on my turn. I can take the 2 right now, build up my mana base. Especially because that means after playing Urban Evolution. Okay, I think you probably would have been better off playing that on the Axebane Guardian. Unless, I don't know, I guess not worried about me getting mana. Yeah, I mean, we know this guy will attack with nothing, which is smart. There's no reason not to attack here. But in this case, I am going to take the 1 because I really want to play Urban Evolution. We do have ways to deal with this guy once he can pump to 5/5, so... Oh, interesting. I've never actually seen this card played. I guess, I mean, making your guys fly is never a bad thing. But the general consensus is that it is a terrible card. You could have played our 11 drop. Could have took that, whatever it was. World Spine Worm. Alright, well, see, next turn we have both a Flux Mage and a Moss Dog we could play. So I really wanted to get this out here. I mean, against a slow deck, this is a 5-drop when you hit all your mana, and you can I mean, I can cast pretty much anything now, including Beck and Call. So, I mean, that's not a terrible position to be in. Not too worried about a Crawl Warrior at the moment. Hey, I got one of those. Vassal Soul's not bad either. I mean, you can't use this as a blocking because you can only do it as a sorcery. So, alright, I got 7 mana's worth. I think I can play, I mean, I know I can play a Simic Flux Mage and a Moss Dog. I can also play a Flux Mage and a Vassal Soul. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, no, I can't, because both of those require... Oh, yeah, I can. No. Alright. Let's not be a retard here. The Flux Mage requires blue, Vassal Soul does not. So, there we go. Then we'll play the Moss Dog next turn. And now, while the Axebane Guardian's nice, not really super necessary. So if we block and lose a guy, you know, it's not the end of the world. I also can evolve. I can push my evolve counters over onto my Deputy of Acquittals, and once he gets to 4/4, the Runner's Bane will fall off. I guess that'll only require 2. I can also just evolve over to my Vassal Soul to make him a 3/3. He can do that also. Interesting. This game's interesting. I also can play just protect and serve on my guy, and it will fall off as well. Don't think he can really attack here. Yeah. So he must not have the trick, because otherwise he would attack there. Alright, well, we got 2 of those. Now, could attack with both. Could play a Moss Dog, let's see. This requires 5, so I don't think we're at 9 yet. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're at 8. I mean, if I attack with both, he probably can't block. I don't know that I should be racing just yet. If he doesn't block, we're going to play a Moss Dog. Yeah, let's just attack, see what happens. See what he does here. I bet he probably just takes it. Yeah, that's what I expected. That's fine. I think I'm just going to play the Moss Dog. I'll leave open both sides of this. mean, the question is, do I want to play a protect on my guy just to get a guy back? Not when a 2/4 hits the board. Okay, so the Deputy of Acquittals can chill there for a while. I will block any attacks with only one half of Protect and Serve open. That would make my guy 5/7. That works for me. It's an interesting attack with this guy. He must not have realized my guy has reach, because otherwise you wouldn't attack with this guy. He's clearly just going to die. I mean, the only way you can make that attack is if you don't realize that my guy has reach, because you wouldn't throw away your Windrake for nothing. That was pretty good. Again, I think I can just attack with everybody here. I mean, that means I'm going to take 2 in the air, but he has no good blocks, so I'll play Protect and Serve if I need to. And actually, because I'm going to play Protect and Serve if I need to, I might as well play Syndic of Tides now. And the other thing I could do is not attack with the Flux Mage and just attack with these two guys, and if he blocks, I just shimmy a +1/+1 counter over. That doesn't seem horrible either, but no, I think we're just going to go ahead and get in there. He doesn't have really any good blocks, especially with Protect and Serve. Without Protect and Serve, his blocks aren't terrible, but oh, he's going to take it 3, 6, 7, 8. All right. That's fine. I don't know how you can take 8 there. I don't know what, I mean, it seems like you have to at least block, right? One of my 3/3s. I guess maybe because of the Syndic of Tides, he thought maybe I'm gonna do something. Not an incorrect thought. So here I can play an Agoraphobia and pull it back, both, or I can hold open, Protect and Serve, but it doesn't really do me any good at the moment. So I think, I mean, I might as well play Agoraphobia on something. Actually, I don't know that I want to play Agoraphobia. If I keep this open and he attacks, well, I guess I still can't kill this. I'm just going to not play it, though. I'm going to hold it. Maybe I should play the Agoraphobia there, but I've got enough life. I think I like the ability to just have options on my next turn. Yeah, he's probably wisely not attacking here. Okay. Okie dokie. Didn't really want to land there. Wasn't exactly what I was looking for. He can pump this starting next turn. Something to be aware of. I mean, I could just attack with these two. Have an evolve ability and protect and serve. Maybe just the Vassal Soul? Maybe just the Vassal Soul. And I can move a +1/+1 counter over if I need to. I mean, I guess if that's the case, I could attack the Thrashing Moss Dog too. With the ability to shift over and protect and serve, I think that's probably correct. Yeah, I think the double block's probably smart there as well. Okay, so we put a +1/+1 on here. This guy lives. We play protect and serve. My guy becomes 5/7. I mean, I guess that only kills one guy anyway. I mean, I kill one guy. And the other thing I could do is I can make this guy 6. I mean, I can move this +1/+1 counter over here, make him 4/4. Make one of his guys. Make him what, 5? So make my guy not die for sure. I'd rather kill the Rubbleback Rhino first. Okay, so for sure that's the order I want to do things. And the question is, what do I want to do exactly? I can make him 5/7. I mean, that seems pretty good. I'm not going to kill both of them no matter what. And this +1/+1 counter I can just shift over to here. I think that's fine. And give my guy +2/+4, because it doesn't really matter at this point who gets what. Probably win this turn with a Vassal Soul, an Evolved Shift, and a Syndic of Tithes. I could have brought this guy back with my Protect and Serve or with my moving +1/+1 counters, and +1/+1 counters would have been fine, but I've been using my mana for other stuff, so getting that guy to a 4/4 probably wasn't going to do anything for me. This guy is good, but I'm not scared of him at the moment, because if he makes him a 5/5, he just loses, so... Alright, so I think I just win. I think Give and Take's probably pretty good. I mean, he just paid, basically he paid 6 to draw 3. But that's game over. Because I'll just make this guy a 4/4 and then cast Agoraphobia, Extort. Or I could also just attack with everybody, and that's game over. That's sweet. But yeah, I can just attack with everybody. He blocks my 2 of my ground guy. He has no mana, so he can't do anything. He blocks... Well, actually, let me see. I guess if he blocks my two ground guys, I still deal 5. He blocks 2 ground guys. I deal 3 in the air and 2 on the ground. Yeah. Plus I have agoraphobia in case my math is bad, but I don't think it is. Plus I have beck and call, which is silly good. Okay, we're back, and that's going to be game over. My recording stopped for a second, so I let the guy know, like, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be a jerk and make him wait when I know I won. I just wanted to be able to finish off the game, and the thought on the recording sucks when the recording stops. I guess that's what you get for using cheap software, but, I don't really have several $100s to drop on the really good recording software. Maybe if my viewers get above 50 to 100 or something, and I don't know. I'm definitely not making any money on recordings, but that's fine. I don't need it. I just I can't justify dropping that kind of money for recording software. The one I have is pretty good, other than the fact that it gets to the point where my file size gets too large and it just stops and tells me file size too large, and before I can start recording again, it has to save my other files. So sometimes, like, I'll just be sitting there waiting for a couple minutes while it saves before I can start it up again and keep going. But anyway, won every single game other than in the first match where we just got absolutely destroyed. Beck and Call seemed pretty good, but pretty slow. I would say that if you use the 6 mana part to put 4 1/1 birds in your hand, if you consider it as a 6 mana, put 4 1/1 birds out card, it's good. And then if you just factor into that the secondary ability is really good, if it just so happens you can hit it, but plan on just playing it for 6, that's pretty good. First time I played Crisis Incubation, but I knew that's basically like an arrest, which is good. Protect and Serve was really good, both sides of it, so I wouldn't hesitate to play this card even if I could only do one of the sides, but obviously Protect is better. Serve's fine. Urban Evolution was actually pretty good for me in this draft when I played it. Other than that, nothing super shocking. Mid-range, slow, flyer type deck, not bad. Just can't be up against a super fast black, red, white deck. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be bringing you probably 8-4s in the near future. But a lot to learn in this format. If you're enjoying, rate, subscribe, comment, tell me what's up. If not, thanks for watching anyway. Sorry you didn't enjoy yourself. And I'll see you guys next time.